Okay YouTubers, thought I'd make you a bit of an update video. This week I've been very busy with all sorts of shit, namely just started year 11 2 weeks ago, which they do. They start school, you know, start year 11 at the end of the year instead of the next year, because apparently it promotes us to do shit something blah 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 blah. So anyway, this here is one of my junk found computers, all pieced together from junk found computers. It's an AMD, what is it? Hang on, I'll tell you. It's about, I think, 2.2 gigahertz, with 2.21 gigahertz. I've got 760 megabytes of RAM. It's an AMD Athlon 64 processor on a gigabyte GA. What is it? I think it's a GA. I can't read without my glasses. K8U939. I suppose I'll get a torch and get a bit of a look. It's not a bad computer. Yeah, that's just my old Pentium 4 there. And down here, that's a, what is it? That's a 2.4 gigahertz Pentium 4 with 512 mega RAM. It's got a 60 gigabyte hard drive in it with Microsoft and Linux installed on it, because I thought I'd try a new operating system, so downloaded Linux and installed that. So yeah, that's not a bad little computer. There's a whole heap of other ones out there. There's about 3 or 4 1.6 gigahertz AMD ones and a few other things like that. That heater's one I repaired as well. Just added, is it originally had a thermostat. I don't know whether I made a video about it. Originally had a thermostat. It was digital type. That actually burnt, caught on fire in there, and everything was burnt. So I just added a standard rotary bimetal strip thermostat, and it works quite well, as you can see. It's just a neon indicator light. It's a bit cold in here, may as well leave that on. So that's what I've been up to. Reloading computers, all that sort of stuff. Also got this screen off one of the heaps. Perfectly fine, 19-inch Dell. It's quite a good screen. Probably it hasn't got as good a resolution or anything as that one there, but all I had to do was make a bracket up for it, because the other one was broken, and that's the reason I've thrown it away. So I don't know whether you can really see it in here, but it's just, that's a bit of plate there. I just welded up a small frame for it, mounted it on that, and it's an absolutely beautiful screen for the sake of 20 minutes to make a stand for it, you know. So anyway, I might take you outside and show you some of the other crap I've got, some of my other projects. See? Okay, here's a pile of junk really, which I need to clean up. There's another LCD monitor. I got another 2. There's a LG, that's the case off the LG. That's the display out of it, which is pretty stuffed by the look of it. But all the driver boards and everything, I might be able to piece a few together. I've got another Asus one with a cracked screen that still has good driver boards, so hopefully I can make one out, at least one good one out of what's left there. Here we've got, that's what that AMD 2.2 gigahertz motherboard inside was in that case, which isn't a bad case actually. That's a 1.6 gigahertz AMD. That's a 1.6 gigahertz AMD. That's an evaporative cooler. That's a Pentium 3. I think it's about 1 gigahertz. There's a general mess of other motherboards in there. Like that's another 1.2 gigahertz AMD one. The only thing about these is I've got plenty of them, but I haven't got any RAM for them, so I stuck them all in the computers inside. So if anybody has cheap DDR RAM, I can buy off them, second hand, anything. That's just a piece of shit. Old one, a few power supplies. It's a Pentium 4. That's a HP something or other there. It's got XP installed on it, it's not a bad one. Then there's a big case in there, big tower, and a few other things. So yeah, that's the general pile of shit in here that needs to be sorted through, but you know how it accumulates. So anyway, show you some mowers. There's a pile of general computer parts, whole heap of mouses, whole heap of power supplies down in there, hard drives, there's CD-ROM, CD burners, DVD burners, same in this box, all sorts of stuff off rubbish collection, pulled out computers. It's a good thing I live in a fairly wealthy area. People just throw away heaps of good shit. The amount of decent computers, as you saw, there's a few more computers that I got and gave to mates. Got another 2 Pentium 4s, but didn't keep them because they took, I think it was RAM bus or something stupid like that, so I wasn't going to spend money buying RAM for them. So I gave them to my mates. I'm trying to think what else I've got. Probably can't see, but that's a Rover 375 which runs like a dream. Just need to hook up the stop wire. But yeah, that's a grouse mower. That was off rubbish collection. I actually did a video on that. They replaced the coil on that. Over here, here's a old Massport. That thing runs pretty well. Needs a carby clean, general service. It'll run like a ripper. There's an old Rover under the house, which I don't know whether I've featured in a video yet. A few other bits and pieces. But yeah, so it was a good time of the year. Oh, and there's another big evaporative cooler over here that I'm going to put on the roof of the shed. Here. So that's big old one. That I'll take all the controls and shit out of it, mount it on the roof, make up a duct that blows down directly in, and that should be alright. There's just a random pile of mowers. I don't think all of them were ones I already had. It's a heater. And there's a whippersnipper somewhere around here. There it is. That's a tanker, Tanaka, whatever you want to call it. Bench shaft model, which needs a carby clean and that'll run. So yeah, sure there's other shit I can show you. This, I just need to make a new filter for that cooler. Might make one out of that polyester insulated foam stuff. I don't know whether that'll go mouldy though, so I'll see anyway. Otherwise I'll just buy another Aspen filter for it. But the one in it was all mouldy, so I didn't really want to use that. Don't need Legionnaires. Got 2 good circular saws. This one's really well, works really well. This little one is equally as good. That's really nice little light one. That cut through that bit of board perfectly fine. It actually surprised me the guts it's got. In there's an amplifier, got that. That's perfectly good. Drill press, which I need to, all I did was tighten up motor mounts, took bearings out, greased up, just generally serviced. There's another circular saw I've got to fix. So yeah, that's basically the shit I've got. I've got a few good speakers for that stereo, because I'll set that up in here properly. I've got those crappy speakers, which are just real shit house ones, and you don't get any decent sound out of them. Anyway, that's about it. Oh, there's other bits and pieces, of absolute shitload of cords, computer leads and all that sort of stuff. So I won't be running out of that sort of stuff any time soon. So yeah, phone's just going off as it always is. So yeah, alright, I'll see you later guys. Oh yeah, one thing, anybody has any sort of video request, I have ideas, but you know, I just, not that I motivated to do the videos, but I never really know whether people are going to be interested in them. So if you have a video request, anything, cars, mowers, computers now, so I'm getting fairly good at sorting problems out with them, all that sort of stuff, anything really. I do a lot of woodworking as well, all that sort of anything you want to see, any procedures, any, you know, tips or things like that. feel free to ask, because I'm really happy to make a video about anything. We'll make videos about pulling apart those LCD displays, because they're probably quite interesting to someone, fault finding them. So yeah, thanks for watching.